Yeah, hi peeps, it's Tess back on the old sport box again, and this is I don't know if it's strange, but it's a thing that I don't see mentioned a lot between different countries. Don't get me wrong, there's flag wavers in every country, don't get me wrong, there is flag wavers in every country. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about flag waving. This video is about flag waving. Right. Now, I haven't gathered a bunch of clips because this is a thing that I just thought up now, and I'm making a video to talk about it. Right. So it's not a thing which I've spent a lot of time, researching. No. So it's probably not got a lot of merit to it, but I would ask that you actually, over the next couple of weeks, maybe check some videos out on YouTube. You know what I mean? Some of the videos about the last election in Britain and the last election in France, which we've seen. The last election in Libya, which had just passed, and the last election in well, I don't know if they've had a last election in Egypt yet, but I think they did, yeah, they had an election in Egypt, didn't they? And the Brotherhood won or whatever, not the Brotherhood from the movie where they go about killing vampires. No, it's not that Brotherhood, it's a different Brotherhood. But and then you've got the American election just recently, last week there, and yeah, so have a look at any of the videos you can find on them and look at the flag waving. What you'll find is in Britain, I mean, the Queen has a wedding, or some royalty has a wedding, that there's lines of people waving the flag. The British flag, the Union Jack. Oh, they're waving the fucking flag. Well, fuck, they're waving the flag. You have the Olympic Games, and there's a bunch of guys on bikes cycling, for medals, and people line the route waving flags, the Union Jack, oh, the British flag, but you look at British elections, they don't, well, you might see a flag here or there, but we're not exactly, you don't go to Wales and see one bunch of people waving the Union Jack and another bunch of people waving the fucking, a green flag with a red dragon on it, you know what I mean? No, you don't see that shit. You don't come to Scotland to see a bunch of people waving the Union Jack, a bunch of people waving fucking, the St Andrew's Cross. You don't see that in Britain. You don't see flag wavers at political events in Britain. You do see people with rosettes. They have a rosette of the colour for the party they support. But they're not running about waving totems of their national love, We all believe we're all fucking the same nation. I mean, it stands to reason. If you're voting in the same election as me, you're fucking British. You've not smuggled yourself in here from fucking, Krakatoa or fucking, Alabama. You're not smuggled yourself into Britain to vote, against, some British interest in it. No. So we don't need to wave a flag to prove that we're British. But you look at other countries, Libya, the green flags were fucking everywhere. America, both sides, the Democrats and the fucking Republicans, waving fucking American flags like fuck. One wasn't enough for them. They had at least one in each hand. Some people had two in each hand. Some people had two in each hand and a jacket made out of the fucking American flag, and pants made out of the American flag, and knickers made out of the American flag, and had painted their faces blue, red and white. That's how insanely fucking, competitive they got about how much I can support the flag more than you can support the flag. As if that made a fucking bit of difference of whether their political party was better for the country than the other political party. It makes no fucking sense. Flag waving should be fucking banned at election time. You shouldn't be able to claim the flag for your political party the same as I shouldn't be able to claim the flag for my political party. Nobody should be able to claim the flag. We're all fucking the same kind of person. In Britain we're all British, in America we're all American, and in Libya we're all Libyans, you know what I mean? So who should fucking be able to fly the flag and flash it about and wave it about and, sing fucking, flag songs? Nobody should be able to do that. Go down, fucking put your cross down, know what I mean? If you can't sign your name, which I hear that's how they do it in America. Yeah. So lots of X's signed in America, especially in the southern states. You know, so yeah, I'm just saying, you know, why the fuck should people wave flags? What the fuck does it matter if you wave the national flag? It doesn't make you any more a patriot. It doesn't make you any more national than me. It doesn't make you love the country or people around you or your neighbours or, you know, the way that the country runs your government. It doesn't make you love them anymore because you've got a fucking flag in your hand. I suppose what it does though is when you're sitting around waiting for fucking 5 hours for some fucking dick fucking politician to turn up on stage to fucking, you know, spin you a few bullshit fucking lines, it gives you something to do. Listen to the fucking shit music and wave a flag and look excited. We don't like that in Britain. We're used to waiting. We're used to waiting, and we wait and we talk to our neighbours about fucking, you know, the things that are important. Not the fucking shitty music. Not hating the other guy or the other girl that, you know, our person that we like is against. Not whether we've got more flags than the guy fucking, you know, 2 rows down. Not whether did they allow these fucking, you know, coloured people in. Are they supposed to be here? Is there no fucking, you know, TSA here to search them? You know what I mean? We're not talking about that shit when we're waiting in, you know, in Britain. In Britain we're talking about, oh fucking hell, did you see that fucking show on TV last week? You know what I mean? There. Fucking hell, they gonged that bastard and put them off. I thought they couldn't get through, man. I thought they were shite, you know what I mean? That's what we're talking about, you know. X Factor, Xbox, fucking, you know, cooking programmes, you know what I mean? The factory down the road may be shutting down. Again, another factory shut down. My husband works there, you know what I mean? He might be going, I don't understand what's going on. You know? That's the sort of thing we're talking about where we're waiting in the fucking queue, you know what I mean? To vote, where we're waiting in the fucking mob, there wasn't some fucking crap fucking politician give us some platitudes about what he's not going to fucking do when he gets in power, because he's got no fucking power. You know what I mean? Oh, he's going to do loads of shit for you. He's going to solve all your problems. He's going to turn you into a millionaire. Yeah, you! The dead person just fucking died of a heart attack in fucking row 3. We're going to make you a millionaire. Out the rest of these, you're all going to have to fucking work hard, take a cut in wages, work an extra 3 years for your pension, and please wave those flags fucking, you know, more vigorously, because the camera's action activated and it only works when you move about a lot. That's the fucking bullshit we fucking go through, man, in life, especially in America. America, insanely fucking, you know, up into, you know, in your face with the flag wagon, the flag wagon, you know what I mean? Fucking flag wagon, fucking brain was fucking dead, man. Zombie flag wagon, that's what it is, man. Yeah, they should be on War Z or in Days, man. Whole mobs of fucking, you know, Romney supporters waving flags, just wandering about the landscape. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, yeah, that I'd love to see that in Days or War Z, you know, a big mob of flag waving fucking zombies walking down the motorway, you know what I mean? Oh god, that would fucking crack me up, you know what I mean? That's another thing, I mean, America. How come your zombies are so slow and fucking horrible and crappy? Look at British zombies. Fucking full of fucking speed, man. Absolutely hopped up on fucking basalts, our zombies, man. They fucking can leap tall buildings in a single bound. That's the kind of zombie I want to see. That's the kind of flag waving zombie I want to see. I want to see hordes of desperately running and jumping, fucking, you know, leaping over cars and buses and climbing up walls, you know what I mean? Zombies with fucking British flags in each hand. You know, that's the sort of zombies I want to fucking see in Days. British zombies just swarming across the map, man, at fucking 25 miles an hour, and sort of slow motherfucking 3.5 mile an hour fucking American zombies. Ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's what it is, man. America, for fuck's sake. You know, grow up. Grow the fuck up, man. You know what I mean? Get some balls, for fuck's sake. Stop waving fucking flags. Get out in the fucking street and talk about shit. Talk to your fucking neighbours. Even if you don't like him because he's a fucking Republican, or you don't like him because he's an atheist, or you don't like him because he's a fucking libertarian, or you don't like him because he's a Democrat, you know what I mean? Go out there and talk to him and at least try and find out what he thinks should be done with the potholes in your street. Don't talk to him about fucking the church. Don't talk to him about fucking, you know, Wall Street. Don't talk to him about that. But talk to him about fucking shit that affects your fucking shitty life. That big fucking pothole that's been in your fucking street for fucking 5 years and they cunts filled it in yet. Ask him about that. And whether he's phoned up the fucking local council and whether you've phoned up the local council with your fucking flag waving and Romney Ryan and no abortions and every fucking day you're doing and bump through that fucking hole in the fucking ground. Do you know what I mean? Every fucking month you've got to buy a new fucking tyre. Are you happy with that? If you are, then yeah, you are a fucking zombie waving, fucking flag waving fucking idiot. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I think I've covered that. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know what I'm going to call this film. Zombie fucking flag wavers. Sounds good to me. So remember, motherfuckers, just remember, when you see these insane groups behind the candidates, you know what I mean, with all the flags are all gone, you know, they're waving those flags like fucking rowdy, you know what I mean, giving it shit. It's like, why are they waving flags? We're watching American fucking politics, you know what I mean? You think we'd know they were American. They don't need to be waving flags. I can see the point, somebody racing across the desert in some fucking flatbed truck, you know what I mean? Some off-road pickup truck, 4 guys and a machine gun with a big gigantic green bag. I can understand the point of that, but you are in fucking Cincinnati or you're in Ohio in a fucking stadium. Why the fuck are you waving American flags? We know you're American. Fucking shit. 66% you're obese. It's the only place in the world, apart from maybe Scotland, that's like that nowadays, you know what I mean? So, you know, please, we don't need to see you waving flags. How about you actually fucking start talking to your neighbour, stop wagging your fucking flags in his face, and find out just whereabouts your neighbour is on that pothole at the end of your fucking road, and not about taking the rights of other people you've never met in your life away from them. Because let's face it, it's not your decision to tell other people how to live their life. You pay your taxes to get that fucking hole filled in. You don't pay your taxes to tell a woman whether she can have an abortion or not. You don't pay your taxes to tell a gay person whether he can get married or not. You don't pay your taxes to turn around and say, yeah, people just get wiped out, man, by that storm on the East Coast. But you know what? I still don't believe in global warming. You know, it's the only time we've ever had that happen in the last 250 years. I still don't believe in global warming. I don't believe we need to restrict the Koch brothers from poisoning the air that I breathe, or the water my kids drink. Because they're good Americans, they wave flags. They wave a flag just as vigorously as I wave a flag. So I think we shouldn't bother them with regulation, you know. Regulation's bad. I mean, what does regulation do for us? Okay, it stops a doctor from injecting me with something that will kill me, just because he thinks it might help me, and you know, some pharmaceutical company paid him $1,000 a fucking week to fucking, you know, use that injection. You know, just because, you know, he waves the same flag as me and wears the same hat as me, I think I can trust that doctor. I can trust that Koch brother. I can trust that manufacturer of these horrible poisons that might escape into the air. Like in India when the butar or something like that was, plant fucking exploded and poisoned hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, you know, I believe America's never going to do that. I believe we don't need to regulate the bankers because, well, the bankers can regulate themselves. They're certainly never going to do anything that's going to damage the economy. Oh well, 2008, but that wasn't the bankers' fault. No, that was something else. That was unforeseen. But the bankers are definitely on it now. That will never happen again. That will never happen again. It shouldn't happen then, but it will never happen again because the bankers are on it. The bankers will definitely only look after my pocketbook. They won't be interested in just increasing their profits. They're definitely interested in making sure that I don't have to bail them out again. And they're not really that interested in their £5 million fucking bonus. They're more interested in me getting a return on my £50,000 investment each year. They definitely are. Even though everything I invested for the last 30 years just blew up in my face in 2008, that wasn't the banker's fault. It definitely wasn't the banker's fault, and regulation would not have stopped it, even though it had stopped it for like 50 years previously. It definitely wouldn't have stopped it if George W. Bush and Clinton and other people hadn't have taken those regulations away. It wouldn't have made a difference. It was an anomaly. It was like the climate. It was like those storms we're getting. Nobody can foresee them. Nobody plots them. Nobody could stop them. Which is why self-regulation is how to stop them, because the bankers know now about it, and they'll not do it again. No, they will. They'll definitely not do that again. And what they might do something else that will do the same thing. Oh, I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they won't just change doing one bad thing for doing another bad thing. I'm sure they've learned their lesson. I mean, that's what happens, isn't it? Somebody smacks you on the hand, you stop picking up the candy, innit? I mean, the salivating thirst and need to eat that chewy, soft, sweet, beautiful candy. One smack in the hand is definitely enough to stop you if you ever wanting to just suck on that beautiful, sweet, suckling can't. No, the bankers will definitely never go back to sucking on that sweet, beautiful, succulent candy ever again. They know they can't have that candy. They know they can't have it. They know they can have the hard rock salty candy, but they can't have the beautiful sweet candy anymore, because that's what pushed us over the cliff. The bankers know that. They can definitely restrain themselves. I'm sure if you put a whole load of candy in front of a child, I told them, you can have just one candy a day. I'm sure by the end of the week that candy would still be there if nobody was watching them. If you asked them to put a mark in a box on the wall every time they took a candy, I'm sure by the end of the week there would only be 7 checks. And there would only, if you counted the candy, there would only be 7 missing. I'm sure, absolutely, that those kids would be able to not eat that candy. And I'm sure that the bankers are the same. If you put all that gigantic bonus money and possible wins of gambling in front of them, some of them are probably, addicted gamblers, damaged mentally in some way where they can't afford to refuse a bet. I'm sure they would just regulate themselves and say, look, for the betterment of America and the people who give me their money and trust to look after, I will not despoil, waste their investment by throwing it away on a huge, gigantic, lovely, juicy bet where I make $5 million a minute on fucking interest. No, I've got to restrain myself and put it into a very useful investment where I only make £5,000 a week. Yeah, I'm sure these bankers are going to do that. It's what they've been doing for years, isn't it? It was just a glitch, 2008. It was just a glitch. There was only a couple of, wayward, horrible bankers who didn't know what they were doing. Yeah. That's the ticket. Just a few bad apples. Just a couple, maybe even just one. Maybe even just one bad apple who, made things bad. And self-regulation will definitely sort that out. No need for the government to set limits. No, not at all. No need for the government to send investigators in and check that we are living up to our standards and agreed resource management and check up at them whenever you're doing proper, you know, danger assessment. No, you know, we're obviously going to do that because we don't really care whether we make 5 million or 50 million. It's the same to us. It's all the same to us. We make $5 or $50 million a year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. We're all for safely betting your money. Oh, sorry, investing your money. And if we only make £5 million that year, well, we only make $5 million. The fact that I could, you know, maybe, you know, skirt the corners, you know, maybe bend a few of the rules and make 50 million. No, I'm never going to do that. Never again. I should say, never again. Learned my lesson. I have. Never again shall I squander the people's money and then have to come begging on my knees for the people's money to save my ass. Never ever again. I will never go through that again, ever. I learned my lesson. It was such a punishment, not being punished the last time for it, that I will definitely never do it again. Anyway, try and get back, motherfuckers.